The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Philadelphia Eagles. Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Sanders first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
10 at the 44-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Sanders.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. On a man down, and it's Sanders. We'll check on his status when we get back. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside or they can really shred your defense.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Derrick Henry. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Darnold, and he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
First down,
a pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Darnold completes it, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll run on first down. Hodge. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 15. On play action, it's Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring Up a fourth down.
Fourth down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Six nothing our score after one.
With the score, Eagles 6, Titans nothing.
The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Faking the give, Darnold. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
But Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
On first down, Hodge. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wentz now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. Hodge. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Down 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning of that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, Things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Switch up. Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah, you don't want 54 Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold, and the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Henry. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st down, Tennessee.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Smith catches left side, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Complete to
Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was hoping to get that to John Hightower. And now it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Hodge. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 7.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Darnold from the gun. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10.
37-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 44, Darnold over the middle to Smith. Touchdown, Titans.
Darnold's pass.
Jonnu Smith, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
14.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Carson Wentz.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Wentz. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
At the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now left side on the swing pass. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. Now it's Henry. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Let's go. 53 for Mark, 53. Check 53.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Complete to Khalif Raymond. It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
He was tackled at the
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And the Titans first down.
On first down, it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
16 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry for Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. Finding room to the 20. It's complete to Brown, right side. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
a loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Going for the deep ball. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
On the handoff.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
First and goal, Tennessee.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Eagles' 11-yard line.
They'll run with Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now it's Darnold. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark. No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On first down, Darnold. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's second and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's now second and 6 at the Titans' 33-yard line.
6 yards left on second down. To throw is Wentz. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Wentz. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
2nd and 9. Now Darnold. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
It's a
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards that time.
First down, Tennessee.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
Final score, Eagles 22, Titans 20.